It's true. True divine love only happens through grace. But we can do things to get ourselves ready, to purify the mind, so that the mind will be able to accept this grace, this true love. Um, so I asked a couple devotees right before I left. I said, "Why do we do japa?" When I was in LA, so why do we do japa? And like, they came up with pretty good answers, right? They said, well, to calm the mind, to attain liberation, to burn our karma, like to be positive, you know, to grow in love, right? To get closer to our devata. Yeah, these are all, yeah. No, um, these are the answers that we usually say. Sorry. There's a dude that walked up to Sridhar Das and I. He was a Hare Krishna, or ex Hare Krishna, and like he used the word neophyte. It made me laugh. A neophyte is a newbie, is a low level person. Okay, so a neophyte bhakta is somebody who does things for themselves. That they pray, they do their japa. In this case, they do their japa because they're like, I want to calm my mind. I do my japa because I want to attain liberation. I do my japa because Guruji said we should do 16 rounds every day. I do my japa because I want to get closer to God. I. That's actually, that's not why we should really do it. We should do our japa only because it pleases the Lord. It makes him happy. That's it. And so when you're doing your japam, your devata becomes very happy. It makes them happy. When you do your japa, it makes Guruji happy. That's it. Everything else, calm mind, clean aura, even growing closer to them, and eventually unconditional love and liberation, these are given to you by God. These are byproducts of when you just live your life, when you do your japa, when you do your kriya, when you do your sadhana, you do your puja, and your life itself is just done in a way to make the Lord happy. Then everything else happens automatically. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. The purpose of life is to serve the Lord. And what does service mean? It doesn't mean like, oh, I'm a slave. Oh, yes, fan the Lord. No, when you love someone, you serve them automatically. You want to make them happy. And that's the purpose of life, is to want to make God happy. That's it. And when, but to get to that level is grace. That's true, yes. But we can try. Trying is enough. By trying, by doing our sadhana, we're saying, okay, I'm going to do my kriya, frankly, because it makes Lakshminarayan happy. It makes Guruji happy. It makes Babaji happy. That's it. I'm just going to do my kriya because it makes them happy. I'm going to do my japa to make them happy. I'm going to, how do you say, cook for my kid because it makes God happy. I'm going to treat my husband, my wife, and my friends, and my dog with love and respect because it makes God happy. That's when the love truly comes. And that's when, like Guruji said, the impossible becomes possible. And all judgment goes away. It's when you live your life just to make God happy. It's really that simple. I understand that simplicity doesn't mean ease. Doesn't mean it's easy. Of course it's hard. Actually, our path is the hardest. Because if you say, look, all I want to do is to make God happy, that's it. That's how I want to live my life. Every single time that the mind takes control, there's going to be a fight inside of you, a battle. The Kurukshetra. It's going to happen inside. And the Pandavas, that means your good qualities, the desire to make Krishna happy, and the Kauravas, right, that's all your selfishness, they're going to be fighting. And there's going to be this big spotlight on all of the Kauravas, on all of your negativity. And it hurts. It hurts. I will never forget the moment I realized how manipulative I was. I was standing at, I know exactly where I was standing, I know exactly who I was talking to, and there was this moment when I realized, like, all of my sweetness, all of my kindness that I thought was love was subconsciously a way to manipulate the people. I wanted them to be kind to me back. I wanted them to be nice to me back. That wasn't love. So many people said I was loving. So many people are like, wow, Tulsidas, you're like the nicest person I've ever met. Was I really? No, I wasn't. Because there was still a little part of my subconscious that said, yes, I'm doing this, but you should, in return, you should like me. In return, you should love me. That's not love. Man, that was like, that hurt. That hurt so bad. Because, of course, I had this wonderful idea that I was such a loving person. I wasn't. Because I was trying to please myself through these wonderful words and you know, like baseball cards, how many people say they love me. I'm being brutally honest. That's exactly how I was. That wasn't love. And to realize that, ouch, man. But when you live to only make God happy, then that love, which Guruji's talking about, that's what that love is. And so try with every breath you do, with every action you take. That might be hard in the beginning, no problem. Then start in your sadhana, start with your japa. When you're doing your japa next, just be like, you know what, I don't care what I feel or experience. God, this makes you happy. Tulsi Narsimha, this makes you happy. It's so nice. Japa is so wonderful. I love it so much. Because it makes Tulsi Parniti Narsimha happy. It's ecstatic. Their happiness is ecstasy. It's more, when they're happy, it's more intoxicating than when I'm happy. It's amazing. That's how God is. That's how your Devata is. And so try to just reprogram the brain, the mind, and it will. And by trying, you receive the grace. Like Swami Revati asked Guruji once, what do you want from me? And Guruji looked at him and smiled and he said, all I want is your love. No, that's not true. All I want is for you to try to love me. That's it. So just try. Everything else will be taken care of in time. Just be patient.